Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Fazil and I am the moderator for today's podcast session entitled How Can a Teacher Play an Active Role in Empowering the Homeless Children's Education? Introducing our podcast panels, Mr. Amir Affandi, a senior teacher, Miss Fatin school counselor, Miss Batrisyia, a practicum teacher, and last but not least, Miss Jing, a government social worker. Alright, for the first question, I would like to ask our senior teacher, Mr. Amir Affandi, on how to tackle the issue directly in our own way.
Assalamualaikum everyone, and thank you Mr. Fazil as the moderator. And as for me, I do strongly believe that we as teachers should be allowed to go out in the field in order to analyze the situations on our very own, so that proper actions could be taken effectively. For instance, teachers can organize a project that is fully funded by either the government or the NGOs that aims to aid the homeless children financially. Now, this is meant to help them to buy their basic needs and also necessities. And this also includes by providing them with a temporary place to stay in order for them to settle down. Now, my suggestions is for a temporary place to stay is to either reuse or refurbish old abandoned quarters and make it suitable enough for the children to stay with their families. Because I believe that in order for the children to be focused on their studies, they needed a place to shelter, to settle down in. And this is to provide them with the appropriate and standard environment for them to study. And from this, we can actually witness the exponential growth of the children's academic performance.
I see. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Amir.
You're welcome.
But I am more intrigued with the term NGO. I'd like to ask Mr. Jing about this. Since you are an official government social worker,
Yes.
what is and does a social worker do in your work?
Okay. Hi everyone, and thank you, Mr. Fazil. Actually, the word social worker can be too general to describe those children. There are three detailed categories actually. First, children with families on the street is the most common scenarios. The child is not alone but belongs to a homeless family. But the second category is the children without a parent or the guardian. We often put the red flag on them because they are the most dangerous kind. Running away from the family out of fleeing abuse or neglect, being orphaned or being abandoned, and are the most likely causes for that. They are the most vulnerable and may encounter exploitation. They are the high priority among the all. And lastly, the streetwise children. Compared with the last two categories, they are often older children or adolescents. They are more distrustful of the systems and authorities, even including us. They feed themselves by selling small items, begging, or scavenging, which might put them into small or petty crimes, even they did not realize.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jing, for that very detailed explanation. It's really helped us understanding the background and situation of these children better. Now, let's hear from our practicum teacher, Miss Batrisyia. As someone who was still in training but already getting real classroom experience, how do you think a teacher, especially a practicum teacher, can play a part in empowering the education of homeless children?
Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Fazil, and Assalamualaikum everyone. As a practicum teacher, I believe that one of most important role is to create a safe and supportive classroom environment for every children, especially those from homeless background. These students often face instability and emotional distress. So I think before focusing on academics, I would try to build trust and emotional connection with them. So simple gesture like greeting them daily or showing patience in class and listening to their concern can make a big difference in their life. I want them to see my classroom as a safe place where they can feel respected, heard, and even cared for, even if life outside is unpredictable for them. Besides that, I would also try to adapt my teaching to be more flexible and inclusive, homeless students may not have complete school materials or even access to technology like most students have. So I would use a low cost and more creative teaching method, maybe like storytelling or oral discussion like debates, and even shared group project to ensure that everyone can still participate in the work even if they are from different backgrounds.
That's a great point, Miss Batrisyia. I like that you mentioned flexibility in teaching, especially when students have limited resources. Now let's move to our school counselor, Miss Fatin. From your perspective, how can the counseling role support and empower the students emotionally and mentally?
Thank you, Mr. Fazil. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. As a school counselor, I believe that emotional stability is very important for every child's learning journey, especially for homeless children who face daily uncertainty and stress. My goal is to make sure they feel supported, understood, and valued at school. So, to achieve these goals, I would conduct regular counseling sessions to give them a safe space to express their feelings and rebuild confidence. I would also work closely with the teachers to identify students who show signs of distress so we can offer early support to them. Alright, so when possible, I would reach out to parents or connect with NGOs to provide basic needs like food or school supplies. So once these needs are met, students can focus better in class, where they don't have to worry about anything else except for studying. Lastly, I would promote empathy through awareness programs so all students learn to be kind and inclusive. Overall, the counseling is very important to support and empower students by helping them find hope, stability, and confidence through care and connection.
Wow, such a well conveyed information from you, Miss Fatin. I'm truly sure that all levels in the school need to work together cooperatively in order to help the homeless children get basic education in school. Well, I think it has come to an end to our informative podcast. I'd like to express my thanks to our honorable panel guests for their priceless sharing and information. Till we meet again.